90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days, star Loren Allen wished to move to the Philippines to live together with Faith Tulad in Season 6. But the reality is quite different. Loren was a 33-year-old man living in Las Vegas who had been dating the 30-year-old Faith from the Philippines for 6 months. Loren had downloaded 2 Filipino dating apps and ladyboy Faith ticked all the right boxes when it came to what Loren was looking for in a life partner. However, Loren's idea of marriage was quite different. Loren considered himself gynosexual and also claimed that he did not believe in monogamy. Loren had been cheating on Faith and claiming that he had no life left to live at all. Loren wished to continue sleeping with other people after he went to the Philippines as well. Loren wanted to convince Faith to do it as well. However, Faith was not one to give in to Loren's wishes so easily just because he was her first boyfriend. Faith's decision was also going to affect where Loren was going to stay since his life in the US was pretty terrible. Loren was working 3 jobs in the US. Loren was shown visiting an adult toy store with his friend Esther, who used to be his girlfriend. Loren asked Esther if she could make the payment. Loren had lived in the countryside of Washington. According to Loren, everyone around him wished to see him as a strong man and even teased him while calling him gay. Loren said he wasn't gay but that he was looking for a transgender partner. Loren had found his match in Faith, who had a female penis. Loren's future in the franchise was secured when he revealed that he was keeping a secret or two from Faith. Apart from working at the drag show, Loren was also working in a retail backroom and at a gift shop. Faith had noticed how Loren was often working during the daytime and having him hold her seat. However, Loren was not making a minimum wage and struggled to pay rent. His ideal scenario was to end up in the Philippines. Loren wished to move to the Philippines where he could find a way to live with Faith and then stay with her forever. Loren had no idea how he was going to earn money, but he promised he would not betray either Faith or his wife. Funnily enough, he'd told Faith nothing about his ex on the show. He was also sleeping with different people so he could have a roof over his head. Loren was living in pretty pathetic conditions in the US, which he was ready to leave behind in a heartbeat. Sarcasm revealed that Loren was a divorced man with 2 kids from the marriage. Loren had not said a word about being previously married on the show. The report said that Loren married when he was just 21 years old. The marriage lasted for 2 years until his wife wanted a divorce. Loren and his ex-wife welcomed 2 children, a boy and a girl, when they were together. It's now rumored that child support was the way Loren was living frugally. He was probably skipping child support because a video of Loren's wife where she said she was broke surfaced online. Loren had told Faith that it was very expensive, but she didn't think he was homeless. Faith was worried that Loren was in such a bad place financially. It was difficult for a foreigner to find work. Loren wondered if he could work from home by finding a computer job from America. He expected to make American money in the Philippines. Loren thought he could make $16 to $17 an hour, which could be enough for him to pay rent in the Philippines. In the end, Loren claimed all he wanted was for Faith to be able to live comfortably. A producer asked Loren if he had the skills for it. He revealed he had IT training. He could answer a phone and take phone calls, which could make enough money for both of them. If that didn't work out, Loren was ready to work in some fresh new places. Loren mentioned he also knew how to drive a truck. Loren wished for Faith to see everything. He never wanted Faith to think differently about him because he had made a lot of sacrifices to get there too. Faith was nervous about Loren's future. However, she did know that Loren was a hardworking person. She was looking for someone who would have accepted her for who she is, a trans woman. Faith did not mind that Loren didn't have enough money. She had accepted him. Loren wasn't the best option for Faith since he was homeless. He was glad that he could at least accept Faith for who she was. So if I feel that the biggest box Faith has, but I feel like I answered the biggest questions correctly. Loren continued. Loren told Faith about his STD diagnosis after much hesitation in episode 6 of 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, Faith decided to meet up with Loren for a heart-to-heart where she figured that Loren had been regularly sleeping with other women when he and Faith were girlfriend and boyfriend. Loren decided to tell Faith he was ready to be committed only to her. Although hesitant, Faith took up Loren's offer, but only after putting Loren in a friend zone. She was still going to take Loren to her family home in Bay Bay. In October 2024, 90-Day Fiancé blogger Shabuti posted a video that confirmed Loren's job and current location. A fan has recorded a clip of Loren. The OP had placed the camera so strategically on their cart that he had coppered since he was working at TJ Maxx in Las Vegas. The person slowed down the video surrounded by the group. Loren seemed busy examining some labels of the items on the shelf. Loren was in the middle of a busy workday, and the fan had exposed his storyline to eager